Welcome to Yumna Magic World!
In a far-off kingdom called Prithvi Nagar, there ruled a king named Maharaja Indrapal Singh, who was famous for his kindness and sense of justice.
Your service pleases me greatly.
Eat slowly now.
His queen was named Gyanmati, who was just as compassionate and beautiful. God had blessed them with a daughter named Princess Lalita, who was unmatched in both beauty and intelligence. Lalita's hair was black like clouds, and her eyes were as deep as the ocean. Near Prithvi Nagar lay a mysterious and dense forest called Nag Ban. It was believed that for thousands of years, the king of the serpents, Vikal, had ruled this forest. Nag Raja Vikal had the form of half human and half serpent, and was renowned for his magical powers. Vikal was actually the son of an ancient deity, who, as a punishment, had been forced to live on earth in the form of a serpent. He was very handsome and powerful, but his fate decreed that he would remain distant from humans. From childhood, Lalita had a deep love for nature and the forest. She would often wander beyond the boundaries of the royal gardens to the edge of Nag Ban. One day, separated from her companions, Lalita was alone by a riverbank plucking flowers. Suddenly, her foot slipped and she fell into the deep waters of the river. She cried out for help, but her voice echoed back from the rocks.
Don't be afraid, O princess. You are a guest of the Nag Raja.
From that day onward, a unique and secret friendship began between Lalita and Vikal. They would often meet by the riverbank, where Vikal told Lalita the secrets of Nag Ban, the knowledge of herbs and tales of ancient magic. Meanwhile, in the heavens, the queen of the fairies, Swarnalata, who was the most beautiful and powerful fairy, had been entrusted with Vikal's protection.
I promise that I will keep the prince away from humans until he returns to his true form.
A year passed, and the friendship between Lalita and Vikal had transformed into a deep love.
Princess, I wish to marry you.
So do I.
Our only daughter is in love with a serpent king. A serpent is a dangerous creature, and I will never entrust my daughter to this snake.
The king immediately ordered Lalita to be imprisoned in the highest tower of the palace and placed strict guards around Nag Ban. Lalita was deeply saddened by her father's decision. One day in her confinement, the fairy queen Swarnalata suddenly appeared before Lalita. This time, Swarnalata's manner was gentle, for she knew that Lalita's love was true. Swarnalata told Lalita that to restore Nagraja Vikal's true divine form, a special moonlit flower was required, which could only be found at the peak of Gajal Mountain. She explained, if you give that flower to Vikal on the day of a solar eclipse, he will be freed from his serpent form and will fully take on a human shape. Without hesitation, Lalita decided to set out on this dangerous journey. One night, with the help of her maid, she escaped the palace through a secret passage. She traveled alone toward Gajal Mountain, a path filled with terrifying monsters and magical obstacles. Meanwhile, Vikal was deeply distressed by the imprisonment of his beloved. He decided to perform the most dangerous and ancient magical ritual of the serpents in order to meet Lalita. In this ritual, he would have to give up all his serpent powers, including his magical abilities. At the very moment Bigal was about to begin the ritual, Lalita had reached the peak of Gajal Mountain. There, she encountered a huge and terrifying dragon guarding the moonlit flower. With her wisdom and courage, Lalita defeated the dragon and obtained the flower. Carrying the flower, she ran toward Nagban and arrived just in time when Bigal was in the final stages of his ritual. She rushed to him and placed the moonlit flower upon his chest. Bigal's serpent form shrank away and he completely transformed into a human. He looked even more handsome and radiant than before. When King Maharaja Indrapal Singh heard of this miracle and of his daughter's bravery, he felt ashamed.
Has saved us all, proving her judgment superior to ours.
He also saw that Bigal was now a complete human, just like himself. The king accepted Bigal as the son-in-law of his kingdom and announced their marriage. Lalita and Bigal were married with great celebration, and together they ruled Prithvi Nagar and Nagban, now called Bigal Nagar. Bigal was no longer a serpent king, but a royal prince, a true prince who had given up all his power for love.
Safety, Your Majesty.
Wisdom dictates caution.